I'm Barry.
And I'm Jerry.
And we're the Toastmaster guys.
And welcome back to our show. We are here in the Holiday Inn, Elk Grove Village, the site of the 2010 Spring Conference. And we are excited today and honored to have Olga Dempski on the show today, who is our co-conference chair for 2010. Welcome, Olga. Olga, I know you are involved in more ways than just being the co-conference chair. Why don't you share with all of us exactly all the different things that you do, because you are very multi-talented, so please share that with us.
Well, thank you, Jerry, for having me here, and Barry, too. What do I do? Well, like you said, I am the co-chair of the conference. I try to help Elizabeth as much as I can. And I am also the producer-director of Main Stage Production. Main Stage Production actually is the group of people that handles everything that's involved with the stage production that we will be doing. Mm-hmm. I am also the decorations chair and make certain that all the decorations are within the theme of our conference and that everyone comes to a banquet room that is nicely decorated.
And to remind folks, speaking of our spring conference, which is, Olga, why don't you tell everyone?
It's Friday, May 21st and Saturday, May 22nd at the Holiday Inn, Elk Grove Village. It is at 1000 Bussey Road.
Thank you. And again, just to remind everyone of the theme, it's District 30 Toastmasters, Spring Forward, Evolving and Growing.
That's correct.
So why don't you give us a sense, you've been involved in several conferences, and as the co-conference chair for the Spring Conference, why don't you share with us kind of your perspective in terms of your experience from the last conference and the Spring Conference this year?
All right. Well, let me just tell you that this conference, we are definitely expecting it to be an Academy Award production. It promises to touch on all of everyone's senses, their sight, their sound, and their visual experience. Now, last conference, I happened to also hold the position of the main stage production, so I was the producer of that. And the response was excellent, and the feedback was excellent in some of the things that we incorporated. We had a great deal more sound, music, we had a lot of videos which were very well received. So we're trying to, for this conference, we're trying to expand that experience and have more videos and have more sound. We're trying to add new things like live interviews. You know, you've talked about that green carpet, right?
Right.
So we want to be able to actually videotape those interviews and make certain that people who aren't actually there to see people walking down the green carpet, we actually want them to be able to experience that by viewing the videos later on in the conference, and also possibly we can set something up where people can view it on some kind of a big screen or something like that.
So they can truly have that green carpet moment and experience
Absolutely.
that.
And they can be a star for a moment, you know.
Be interviewed by our celebrity Toastmasters.
Absolutely. The other things that we're going to have is like the excitement of the new DTM ceremony. Last conference, we incorporated that Bulls theme. We had the lights down and everybody was like, what's going on? And then they heard that Bulls theme and wow, everybody just got fired up, and those DTM awardees, recipients were just, you know, like running out there doing high fives. We've got something that's going to be planned for this conference, very similar, but even more exciting. And then we've got the induction of our new leadership, the district governor, the lieutenant governor of education and training, the lieutenant governor of marketing. We've got them, that ceremony of bringing that in and coming up with our new theme for next year for District 30. So, you know, there's a number of things that we've got going that we hope will really, really entertain and give everyone a good, energizing experience.
So they'll be much more engaged again, as our district theme, actually, engaged, enlightened, and empowered.
Exactly.
So it sounds as if they're certainly going to be entertained. We're going to engage all their different senses, and when they get to the conference, I mean, talk about being enlightened with all the new things that are going on, again, in keeping with our spring conference theme about evolving and growing.
Right.
Wow, that sounds pretty exciting, Olga. Mm-hmm. And what else can they anticipate in terms of, again, your perspective on the conference?
Well, of course, there's going to be the contest, the Table Topics contest on Friday night, and then there's also the International Speech Contest on Saturday night. Mm-hmm. So a number of people come to see the speeches, to see that, and they look upon that as entertainment. They look upon that as being loyal to their clubs, because maybe they've got someone up there that is speaking from their club. So you can, again, that camaraderie again. Mm-hmm. You see that loyalty of coming and supporting your fellow Toastmasters.
Olga, let me stop you for a second. Can you talk about the educational sessions? Because Jerry and I have spoken in the past in regards to sometimes people don't come to the sessions or the conference because it's the same old thing. Can you speak to the educational sessions? What's going to be different this year as opposed to other conferences?
Absolutely, Barry. We have got a new slate of educational speakers, and they have got some wonderful, wonderful topics. It's not going to be the same old thing over and over again. It is going to be, we've got 12 different sessions that we're going to have.
Wow.
We are going to have 12 different sessions, and I can't speak to the details of it, but let me just say that it is going to be very exciting with new titles, new things to talk about, and new experiences to learn.
And I think, and also in keeping with that, Olga, I believe we have Ed Tate.
Absolutely. Now, Ed Tate was the 2000 speaking champion, I think it was international
the world champion of public speaking.
Right, exactly. So he will be doing that, and I want to forewarn everyone, normally we'll have a keynote speaker on Saturday night, which we will. However, Ed Tate will be speaking on Friday. And he will also, he'll have a keynote speech on Friday, and then he will also have an education session on Saturday.
Wow.
So
that's even more the reason for people to come on Friday.